Hi everybody, how are you? It's really good to see you again. I don't know how long it's been now. 2 weeks. 2 weeks today, I guess. It's Monday, 8:30, 8:23. Well, I'm here like I told you face to face to say thank you for all your love and support. Things went really fast. As I had mentioned on that Monday morning update, I did not know what laid ahead of me that day. But on Friday, he was put on the hospice care at the hospital, and, he was just, they made it so he was comfortable, so he was sleeping. And then on Monday, when I went to bring, I think I told you, well, you guys might not know or whatever, but I said I'm going to bring Nona on a picnic to check on her at noon on Monday. So I left work and went and picked up some food at, whatever, garlic bread, shells, a Greek salad. And I got there, my badge says 12:15. I walked in and I went around, I was kissing because there was quite a few people there, kissing everybody. And then I leaned down to kiss him. He felt nice and warm. But then I'm sitting there and I'm looking, but I can only see the back of his head, but I'm looking and I'm like, something does not look good. We need like a nurse, but I wasn't gonna tell him. Nona was sitting like next to me, her sister, but his niece was there, cousin, and I looked up and I went over to her and I whispered. I said, "Can we go out in the hallway for a minute?" So we went out in the hallway. I said, "I think we need to get a nurse." So she goes, "The nurse was just here at 11:20." I go, "I don't know, but he didn't look like that last night." So I told you guys I spent 2 hours with him alone when Nona went to take a shower. So we got a nurse and she came in and I sat down next to Nona because I was fearing, the worst. And they were like, "I'm sorry for your loss." And she was like, "What? Wait, what? What did you just say?" She's like, "No, no." So then we stayed up in the room for like 4 hours, and all like people, just tons of people were coming. And then after that, it was just like planning the services, and then the services, which were absolutely beautiful. I mean, he said it was like one of the largest ones he'd seen. There had been over 200 people. I'm surprised we're not all like really sick from kissing and hugging and kissing and hugging. And then we had a party, or not a party, but like a reception afterwards. That was the only snafu. The only issue was we sent everybody to one location, and then a lot of people got there ahead of us because we came in the limo. And they all start surrounding the limo, and they're like, they don't know anything about the party. They look like they were gonna like start rocking the thing. I'm like, oh my god. We got out and it was at a different location, which was only 5 miles down the road. But it was scary for a minute because I'm like, what do you mean they don't know anything? I'm like, I'm just gonna go sit in the car, my car. And so I just got in my car because I'm like, I'll let my husband deal with this because, you know. But it was fine. We just got in the car and went to the other place, and they had everything out. They had salad, calamari, chicken, fish, anything you could want. Soda bar, Italian, I mean, just the whole thing, So it was, but we had so many people that we spilled out into their like main. We were supposed to have like a room, like a little room, or not little room, but a room for like 70. We ended up spilling out into like another room and their bar area where they had tables. So I think he would have really liked it. And then so that's all that's been happening. Yesterday we went to the cemetery just to go. We brought her out Saturday night for Mexican food. She liked that. She never made a fajita before. My mother-in-law. And so we shared a fajita platter. And then yesterday we brought her out to Chinese after the cemetery. She liked that too. Just do something different. She's sick of Italian food. I can't believe it, but she is. The food, there was so much that people brought to the house. They had tables set up in the garage, like of just the food. It was like a restaurant. So she ended up freezing a lot of it. One person made like 20 strombolis. That's like bread stuffed with, and they stuffed it with, you know, I like pepperoni and cheese. I'm a traditionalist, but they stuff it with lasagna. They stuff some with chicken parm. So like when you cut into it, there was like a, I know that was new. But anyways, just so much food and deli meats, and she ended up splitting a lot of the deli meats with like not giving them to neighbors and stuff, just because you can't really freeze that. It goes bad. Anyways, here I am just babbling away again. And I guess, you know, we just move on the best. I mean, it was so sudden. The only thing I could say is, I guess, keep up on your skincare. I remember when Sarah from the Pug family passed away, I did a video and I said, I learned a lot from her because I didn't even know this was like a thing. Yes, do I know skin cancer? Yes, I did know that. But that's what I didn't know it was called melanoma. I didn't know how rapid and aggressive of a beast of an animal it is. I had no idea, and I learned a lot from watching her story. And I don't know, like, I feel like two worlds collided. Like, maybe I found that because it was in my future. I found all these people that were knowledgeable about it, because otherwise when they told me, I would have been like, what? It was just so sad that he, you know, in 8 weeks, you know. So I guess I would just say, I'm not going to be, you know, up here on a soapbox, you know, and think I'm an expert or anything. I would just say, just keep an eye on your skin and get skin checks if you can, and if afford it. If not, you can always have like your spouse, or just keep an eye on your skin. But by the time this was located, it was already so far advanced. We started off at stage 3. And within like 2 weeks, we were at stage 4. But it grew from a walnut to a cantaloupe. The baby was angry. I'm really happy to have to go to heaven with it. The radiation made it. It was, but he chose it. He wanted to go. He said, I can't take it. He needed relief. He was struggling. He was suffering. Now, about you guys, I want to thank you all. I hope I don't get them all. I want to thank you all that, for all your love, compassionate. I think I mentioned this, but it really, like, moved me. Like, some people I hadn't heard from for a while, and everything, stopping by to say that they, you know, thinking of me, thinking of our family. I really, really appreciated it. You don't know how much, and I won't forget that. I really did mean a lot to me. It meant a lot to me. There was no drama. You know what I learned about this place? When you put drama out there, there's going to be, it's like a boomerang right back at you. So I feel like you give what you get here, and I don't know. I was just really appreciative of that. And that's all I really want to say. I did get some more cash stuffing things. I got my box. And so you might get 2 videos today, because I'm not quite ready to stuff, I'll be honest. And I was going to save it for another video. The reason is, where do you find singles? I've got to go to the bank. I do belong to a bank, so I do need to go to a bank to get singles, but it's not as easy as you guys, you know, probably think. Like, if you want to do something like this, like, where do you get all these singles or 5s or 10s? Like, every ATM gives you 20s, so I've got some 20s on me that I'm going to take to the bank to get them broken down. And I've got my other books, and I've got some other stuff. So what I'm going to do is try to show you some other savings. Because the more I think about this one is a little bit overwhelming. The 100 days, one, but I've got some other ones and that we might, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to show you the different options of what you can do, and then I'm going to pick what I'm going to do, and then we'll start. Doesn't really matter when we start, because it's just like 30 days. It's not by like you have to do it by the 1st of, today, so it's very fluid. But yeah, I'm still on that kick, and I've got some other stuff to show you. And but I just wanted to make this truly about thanking you face to face for all your love, your compassion, your kind words. I hope that I can be there for others similarly. And it's just a really unfortunate set of circumstances, I guess. But I guess the good news is he's no longer suffering. I guess that's the only really good news about that. And he's at peace, and he did have a good life. And he said, I had a good life. He was like ready, But he said, I wasn't there that Friday. I mean, I heard the ambulance. My husband called me when the ambulance came. But I didn't get to talk to him. I talked to him on Monday when I brought him for his last radiation. And then just called to check in, like how it was. And so I didn't get to talk to him at the last time. By the time I got to the hospital at 11 on Friday, we were in the emergency room, and then they moved us up, but he was already kind of like sleeping. He'd open his eyes a little bit, but not much. And then they moved him to a room, and basically I never got to talk to him again, except for on that Monday. So that was that. All right, I love you. I gotta hit it. All right. Hopefully my mind will calm down and quiet a little bit, because this was overwhelming. Through this, all the stress of what occurred and everything, and all these appointments and running around and everything, I got shingles, you guys, on my upper trunk. I don't know if it was from being in the hospital a lot or the stress, both probably combined, probably a combo deal. I mean, it's gone now, but it was like I had it for like about 2 weeks, and now it's like healing up. But it's just like chickenpox pretty much, but it was on my it started like my waistline, and then it like grew up towards my armpit, like that direction. But yeah, stress like this can take a toll. I thought I was holding it together kind of good, not like great, but kind of good. But I guess my body said differently. All right, love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care of each other, and thank you again. You really moved me. You really moved my heart. I really appreciated it. And for anybody out there struggling, if there was anything I could do, or just know that my heart is with you, okay? And just, I guess, enjoy every moment you can, even though some of the moments aren't too great. Still a moment, I guess. I don't really know what to say. That wasn't really good advice, was it? No, that wasn't good advice. All right, scratch that. But you guys know what I mean. All right, love you. Have a great Monday.